All right, we're on week 2, day 3 of our fitness journey, and I am so excited. I'm starting to feel a little muscle growing here, so it's a little bit sore, but that's okay. It probably means I'm doing some of the exercises right. I am working out a little bit early for me. My husband's home. He's out for a ruck, and so we decided while he's rucking, I would do my workout so that we can spend the rest of the day together. Thanks for joining me. Let's get to our workout.
Okay, so I forgot to tell you what we're going to be doing today, and this is what we're doing today for this particular exercise. So let's get started. Okay, so I got to put my hair up in a ponytail here, and I'm also just written down all of the exercises I'm going to do on a note card. So I go ahead and put my feet underneath the couch. I do this most of the time. Sometimes you can see my feet in my videos and sometimes you can't. But I do this most of the time just because I am not at a fitness level yet that I can do it without. So you can do the same thing as me, or if you have a friend that you're working out with, maybe you can trade off and on and just pause this video and have the other person hold your feet. Either way, just make sure you're doing this at your fitness level and what you feel comfortable. Also, another tip that I found with the sit-ups is that if you place your tongue on the roof of your mouth when doing sit-ups, it helps prevent you from straining your neck. So I guess you can give that a try as well. Also, if you find that this is just too easy for you, you can actually add weight. If you have a barbell or a kettlebell already, there's no need to buy anything, but if you have one, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, you can just use an old milk jug and fill it up with water, and then go ahead and use that and hold that as you come up. It looks like my dogs are about to come in from being outside with my husband. He said that they weren't behaving, so he dropped them back off at the house while he finished his ruck. Okay, we're gonna start our push-ups. We've got 13. My dogs are gonna come in here real quick and bother me. I'm gonna shoo them away, and then we will get started. Again, with the push-ups, go ahead and do this at your level. I cannot get on my toes. It's just not the fitness level that I'm at. I do them on my knees. I also have the wrist things because I have some weak wrists, and they do help me. So if you do have this as well, something that it hurts to have on the weight on your wrist, you can get these. You can also, if you have a weight, you can do that as well. Just make sure you're doing things at your pace. Okay, for the squats, you do not want your knee to be extended over your toes. And then it doesn't really matter how far down that you go. It's just when you come up from that squat, make sure you're squeezing your glutes and you're pushing up through your heels. This is going to help you make sure that you have the correct form. Okay, for the lunges as well, you do not want your knee to extend over your toes, and you really want to kind of make sure that you're bending at your knee and not at your shoulders and slouching over. Kind of keep your back as straight and try, like, I know I'm leaning forward a little bit here, but I am trying to keep my back straighter so that I am working the correct muscles. I also don't just do all the lunges on one side and then do the other side. I usually alternate back and forth just because, again, my fitness level is not there yet, and I don't want to do the exercises wrong because I'm hurting so bad and then hurt other parts of my body. So just be careful with what you're doing and make sure you're paying attention to your form. The form is the most important thing. Okay, right here, I just heard the beep on my phone saying that the battery is about to die, so I am quickly just plugging in the phone just in case, and then we'll get back to working out. Okay, so for the jumping jacks, usually dogs get in the mix with these because they get excited, but they did pretty good on this one. The one thing I do need to work on looking at this footage is that I tend to jump backwards. I don't really stay in the same place. You can see that I start on the rug and at some point I'm going to end up on the tile. So I do need to probably pay attention to that. I'm not sure if it will affect me or the workout itself or the jumping jacks. I just know that that's probably something I need to work on. Also with the jumping jacks, please make sure you have correct footwear or something that will help absorb the shock and that you're not locking your legs. Keep your legs a little bit bent so that it'll help you absorb the shock of the jumping. Okay, for the plank, you just need to make sure that you put your butt down and so you're not pushing it up. I do see from the footage that I do need to do that better. I am super proud that I'm able to do this on my toes, because if you see my week 1 footage, I cannot do that. I have to do it on my knees. So I'm only week 2 and I'm doing way better. Also with this, I find if I keep my head down, that I'm not straining my neck, keeping it up. So you just need to listen to your body and maybe do a little bit more research. I just know for me, that's what helps me keep my form. And I do take breaks in between because again, my fitness level hasn't gotten to this level yet, but I am much better from where I started. Now for the crunches, it didn't specify in the workout what kind of crunches to do, so I decided to mix things up and not just do regular crunches, but to do side crunches. I feel like I get more of a burn in my sides, which is where I kind of really want some more definition. Obviously, yes, I need some more definition in my belly. That's obviously in this video, but at the same time, I think the side crunches are what I want more at this point. So I am currently doing side crunches on each side, 33. And again, if you go ahead and put your tongue up to the roof of your mouth, it will help you in not straining your neck. Okay, we are almost done. We are at the wall sit. I've gotten so much better than what I was on week 1. However, this is probably one of my least favorite exercises. Between this and the plank, those are the ones that I dread the most. But again, I'm super proud of myself because I am doing way better than when I first started. Okay, with the butt kicks, I do need to do a little bit more research. I'm not sure if I'm doing these right. I definitely feel a burn with these, but I'm not sure that I'm actually squeezing in the right places. So if anybody has some tips or tricks about doing the butt kicks, if I'm doing them right, please let me know. If I'm doing wrong, please let me know. I'm not a fitness guru. I just looked up this workout on Pinterest and I'm kind of trying to do what I think it's saying to do. So I think this is doing right. I just don't know if I'm getting the full potential out of this exercise. So let me know. Okay, so we had a few interruptions during that, so that's okay. I had my husband bring the dogs back in because they weren't following him on his ruck. And then I had someone come to the door, and because I was trying to hurry to get this workout going, I forgot to turn on the fan. So there's a few disruptions. I'm sorry about that, but we got it done, and now I get to spend the rest of the day with my husband, who's normally not home during the day, so this is nice. Anyway, I hope you're doing good. If you're following me, please like and subscribe. Send me a comment how you think I'm doing, if I should do anything different, advice, pep talks. I could use all of it. So I thank you for joining me. And the intro to these, I took some pictures one day in my office and I did some filters on them, and I think they turned out pretty good. So I'm going to use those as the cover art for the next few videos. I think I used one last video, but that's okay. Thanks for joining me.